Yes, we have the Team Choice Award, also known as
the JJ Choice Award
for
PAX
JJ
West.
Choice Award, because none of us went there.
I told some people, it's like, usually we as a team get together and we give about 5 awards out to 5 or 6, depending on if we can come
how many of us are there.
How many of us are there, and most of the time we agree on certain things. But I told everyone, it's like, I'm the only one here. This is strictly my choice, and you're my choice.
And so you do have your first award, which I will showcase right now.
I'm gonna skip through my stuff till I can find the picture that I took.
It is.
Don't share my screen. There it is.
Okay, hold on.
Okay.
Present. Share screen. Oh yeah, you want to share this one? Yeah. Okay.
I'll zoom in,
and then I'll play the vid. I'll play the vid after.
Yeah. So Quamp 2. It is a sequel to a very kind of underground like indie game from a while. So Quamp, the conceit to Quamp is that the ball from Pong escapes Pong.
Love that.
And that's what this game is like. So Atari, this current brand of Atari really liked Quamp, and they thought in their new sort of era of Atari, like, with all of the stuff that they're doing now, like
I'm gonna share the video now.
That they thought, like, what if we made another one of those? And so they acquired Quamp. And here we are with this. So it is a 2-button game.
Love it.
The guy said that he plays it with mostly on mouse, because it's like you just use the 2 mouse buttons, and it's basically the original Quamp was just a 1-button game. You push a button and it sort of changes the direction the ball is traveling. It's always in motion, but if you push the button, it's going to change sort of the opposite direction it was already heading. The second button is now that when it turns blue, it's like a dash, basically. So you lose kind of control of it, but you're gonna speed through some stuff.
This looks badass.
It's so good. It is so satisfying. It's incredibly hard, but like to a comfortable degree. This is like the right kind of hard. If you remember those games from a few years ago, like VVVVV and stuff like that. Yeah. It has that kind of like retro difficulty shit that you're used to.
You're chased by stuff. That's so cool.
Chased by stuff, and yeah, you're just trying to like survive. You're just trying to get through the level with, but like you're always in motion. Like there's no stop, so you just have to, do it. And like I said, 2-button game. It's definitely
awesome.
Yeah, it comes out next year. Beautiful game. I loved playing it. I played it a couple of times. Most of these games it's
coming out to everything.
Yeah. I couldn't imagine this not coming out to everything. Yeah. It's even coming to the VCS, which is
it's cool.
Yeah.
They remembered their own console. No, this is really neat. I love these types of, you mentioned VVV, you mentioned, there's a little bit of like, weirdly enough, there's like I see a little bit of like Celeste and some other things in here, which is really cool.
It's got cool aesthetic too. It's got
cool aesthetics, and count me in.
It's got scan lines, but it's not trying to pretend to be like a CRT game. It's just like aesthetically, it's scan lines, and it's which I like.
Sweet.
You pull up the next one, and I'll see if you tell me what's the next thing. I can just go here. Do this one. Big boy boxing.
I'm looking for that right now. I'm sorry. Yeah. Big boy boxing. Let me stop sharing real quick.
Dally.
Yeah.
What's your thoughts on Punch Out?
I love Punch Out. I'm a big Punch Out fanatic.
If you love Punch Out, let me tell you, this game is going to talk to you on a primal level.
So JJ gave me the list of the games that he played and that he had on his his Team Choice, and I pulled up all the videos saved for this one. So give me one second.
Wow,
it's there. It's coming. Big Boy Boxing
Big
demo.
Boy Boxing. I love the name. The
What's
game
the name
is very
of the who's the developer?
Something soup.
Because I see some, but I want to make sure I got the right.
I know it has soup in the name. That much I remember.
Soup Masters. Soup Masters. Okay.
Yeah, Soup Masters. One word.
Okay, it's getting there. Getting there. Soup Masters. I
Uh,
see their video. Okay, I got it. All right, ready? I'm gonna share. Let's the from 5 months ago. They have this teaser. So
yeah, I've never heard of this before.
Share this.
And I'm shocked that I hadn't heard of it before. If it's the trailers from 5 months ago, because this is extremely in my wheelhouse.
This is extremely what we call your shit.
Yes.
There's like a
every
so
every fighter.
Oh my God, the aesthetics.
Every fighter is a gimmick.
Okay.
And it's very slapsticky. You have it's not like Punch Out in the traditional sense. There's a storyline and everything.
Okay.
But like you have your 3 HP, and so this is like the Glass Joe of the demo.
Yep.
And
Freezy Boy.
What's very cool about Freezy Boy is at one point you knock his helmet off, and it makes him incredibly angry that he turns into like, I forget what they call him, like the ice cold killer or something, and he like evolves into like a second form, and like he's like way more powerful, and it has all of your typical.
Oh, you got it. There it goes.
Here you go. Now he's gonna throw a tantrum.
Yeah, buddy. I love the animation has
the animations are what
it reminds me almost of like Maniac Mansion, like old Lucasfilm, LucasArts games. Oh, Ice Cold Killer. Oh yeah. Oh dude, look at him now, man.
And
he's
now
using the roids.
Yeah, and so it changes the way the fight plays out, and you have HP as opposed to it being like knockdowns and rounds and stuff. So some of these are brutal. Some of these fights were brutal, man. One of my favorites was there was like one that was just like 3 kids in a trench coat that you're beating up.
Where'd that video go? Sorry, I just lost the video.
One of the fights that I could not beat was I forget what the character's name was. It was like Titanic something. And it was like this big 5,000 kilogram guy that's like drunk off his ass. And so like when the fight starts, he kind of passes out and lands on you immediately at the beginning of the fight. Like unless you like your first time fighting him, you don't know that's going to happen. So you have no time to react to it. So you immediately lose an HP point at the beginning of the fight. There's the 3 kids in a trench coat.
Love the animation. It's so awesome. Character design looks, and they have different rings too, which is neat because you didn't have that.
Every character has their own.
So what's that? Did you come across that little aspect there? Let me
Which one? That didn't happen in any of my where it's like you're gonna, because I'm assuming they just wanted you to fight because it looks like the match is over here, so it might be you getting a buff of some sort. But you also see you're gaining your electric punch, your lightning bolts, just like the super punches and Punch Out, where it's like if you hit at the right time, you get bonus points and stuff. And man, it's animated well, it looks well, it's very funny. It's Punch Out but different. It's like if you know how to play Punch Out, and all the characters some of the characters are just like chaotic. Like it takes a while. Like it really is just remembering patterns, just like the old Punch Out. But they kind of break the rules on a lot of this stuff by having.
I do like that their weak points sort of blink a little bit in some areas. And so like that some of them some of them aren't even boxers. One of them was like a cartoon character that's like hitting you with a giant mallet. Nice.
Or like has like tentacle arms or whatever. Like they just it's not trying to like it's only boxing in the barest sense, and I love it. No, I'm definitely looking forward to this one. And if you bring up my picture, that's after I gave him the award. He was having the they had their demo in a boxing ring, which is really nice. I like that.
They had it in the box. That's cool.
Yeah. Neat. Kind of like Yeah, so
Yeah,
everyone's
sweet.
yeah. So definitely, a good return to form for Punch Out since we had to have since
That style.
Nintendo
Yeah,
given up
I
on it.
forgot about it.
Yeah, they had that good Wii one, and then that's okay. We're done.
We're done.
That's the
Okay.
Atari. Let's go to. Oh yeah, let's talk about this one. This one's Ascent.
Ascent. All right, so
I
I'm
don't
gonna
know if
play
there's a
this.
trailer for it because this seemed like it was still like
I
because I went to
believe
their
I
Twitter
found a
feed and
trailer.
the trailer didn't really show much
So they have some
gameplay.
like quick development. I'm gonna show
Yeah,
some. There's a development teaser which is just like seconds long,
yeah.
37 seconds. Yeah, here you go. And
Yeah,
then I'll show you the actual play test that they have.
yeah. So
And then this
Ascent.
shows what it actually is. Oh yeah, I guess it
That's
does.
it. Because I saw this trailer and it's really hard to get a feel for you to fully realize that this is a
Oh,
pod racing game.
oh, dude. Yeah.
And like every time somebody walked by this booth, everyone had this now. This is pod racing. It was like, yeah, I'm sure they've heard that Project Hermes. Yeah, now
Oh,
it's
that's
called
what it was called.
Ascent: Rivals. Um, it is a physics-based pod racing game, and I am here you go. This was the track we were
Oh
working on too.
yeah.
My God, it's first of all beautiful, very good
Mm-hmm.
sense of speed.
Yeah, it looks like
Uh,
it.
and I was getting only incrementally better every time I went back to this demo to try it again. It is hard to play, but like by design. Like it is one of those things where it has like you
Yeah.
have each joystick controls a different thruster. So like it's like the arcade. I don't know if you ever played the
Oh
on the
yeah.
Turbo
Oh
where you had like
sweet.
full power was boom, and it's like so you like turn, but you also have like the bumpers do some shit, and
They did a play test with Rocket League players, so yeah, I'll play this one and maybe there's something in there as well.
yeah, yeah, it's really easy to just fucking die in this. I was
Oh, just
like
like that.
just like
Nice.
that, man, and when you explode, and there is a
Oh, there's some
combat
combat.
mechanic. Yeah, just it's kind of like Mario Kart style combat. You
Okay.
can shoot from your thing. There's like a button you can push and you can go into like this laser cannon thing where you can sort of shoot. But obviously that's you stopping
Sure.
or not being
Yeah,
able
yeah.
to really like this game's hard to control, man. They were having like like not a tournament, but like they had like on like the poster for it, they're like sub 40 of the day, and like people that could finish a lap in for less than 40 seconds. There's not a chance in hell that was going to be me this time around. But by the end, I was starting to kind of get it.
Okay.
It's just it's so good. It looks
How
beautiful.
cool. Yeah, it looks
It
great. So
feels
smooth too.
so smooth. It didn't hiccup at all. I know this is like
Mhm.
clearly it's like an early
Early, yeah.
like, but also there's a boost in it that is brutal. Uh, because it's a thing where you have to pull
Uh-huh.
back on the joysticks to charge it up,
Huh.
and then you push forward, and when you go super fast, and there is no controlling it.
That's awesome.
You have to know what you're doing to do that boost. That is going to be a detrimental thing. And like the shunt that it has, where you can do like a
Mhm.
quick like, so you just like don't hit an obstacle. He was saying he doesn't like to tell people about that until they're used to controlling the game because they'll rely too heavily on it, and that becomes a
Uh-huh.
detriment to your gameplay. Yeah, you just kind of have to rewire your game because this is rewire your brain to play this because it just simply doesn't fire uh right away. It's because you just kind of used to a racing game being,
It's not Mario
gas
Kart.
and
I mean,
brake.
it's
It's not,
literally
yeah,
yeah. You're
yeah,
controlling each of these individually
yeah,
and
and
oh,
you can
wow.
feel the difference of like
Yeah.
when you're lowering your engines and like the turn radius when you're like full steam ahead, and being extra cautious
Mm.
and stuff like it, like because it's physics based. They're like you
Yeah.
can feel the
So
physics.
cool.
It's like it's not heavy, but because obviously it's space. No,
Mhm.
but yeah,
Did they say how many people could race at a time?
uh, they didn't, but it seemed like 6 was
Okay.
what was going on the screen. I feel like it was. They had it set up for 3 people at the at the thing, and it was like I think it was like 3. There was like 3 or 4 spots or something. I can't remember exactly. I always it was never filled. It was just kind of like off in the back a little bit. Like the only time people stopped is when they actually like noticed it was pod racing, because the people love pod racing.
This is pod racing. People love. I love it. The people love pod racing.
Yeah, and this is pod racing. Like there's and you're gonna be able to like build your pod racer.
Okay.
Like that's part of the game, like building up and customizing your pod racer and stuff. But like that's not what they're showing off. They're just showing off the sort of proof of concept racing part of it right now. And so, yeah. So next game I want to talk about is, I don't think I have a picture of it here. So would be the game that I kicked your ass at.
Yeah, I'm getting it right now. Give me 1 second here. I'm gonna share this and see if this is.
I'm not gonna say anything. Run the trailer and see if the people can figure out why JJ likes this game so much. Let's see how.
This is one trailer. There'll be a second one. Trust me.
Yeah. This is such a good trailer because it's burying the lead. I'm
just starting this one up because I want to get the second one in a second here.
Yeah. Really, so yeah, this is Shot One Fighters. I have no idea what that was. That even that was they weren't showing that off.
Oh no, maybe that wasn't it. Shot One.
It's definitely like, what is it?
That was the wrong one.
That was the wrong one, my friend.
I'm looking.
It's Universal.
We had the trailer for it before.
Yeah. Universal League.
Universal League. Shot One. Universal League.
That's the same game. Those are the same characters that are in. Like it's like a unified universe.
Yes.
The Shot One. The Shot One cinematic universe consists of many different.
Let me see if I can find it online somewhere.
This is embarrassing.
It is.
I trust you. I trust you for this. And this is what
I know. They have. I think the videos are up on the Twitter. But either way, hold on. I got it. I got you here. All right. I know how we showed it last time, which was through the Steam stuff.
Yeah.
But they don't have.
If it were up to me, I probably would have given him my award at PAX East. But
yeah. Okay.
I have more competition at PAX East, so
I'm opening stuff right now.
Yeah, no. I have to pick and choose. I have to pick and choose what games I give my favorites to. At,
I'm getting there.
Yeah.
I can show.
Also, I do want to say that PM Studios, who does the No Longer Human demo, that's still there, still incredible. They always have one of the best booths because they always have a bunch of cool shit that I've never heard of before. There was like this, I'm trying to remember what it was, like Crimson with a K, and it was like a rhythm platformer with like a really like eldritch aesthetic to it, and then like some other like dragon something like Castlevania GBA style game that was cool, and a Mega Man game like the Alloy Sisters or something. Like they had some cool stuff. Like they never disappoint.
So it's hard to show the image on this, but you can kind of see what kind of game it is.
Yeah.
Let me get over
anyways,
there. I guess this
anyways, it's Windjammers.
It is Windjammer, baby.
Yeah. This is not a good representation of what this game is. I don't know what's going on with this here, Dally.
Yeah, it's hard to find any images. I'm trying. Images and video online are difficult for this game. Yeah, surprisingly.
But yeah, it's a like Windjammers by way of Overwatch in terms of like it's like a character-based game where it's like there's like a furry and like a cat in a robot suit, and all
right, I'm gonna show some videos from other folks that have been playing it. This one is from the Outer Haven, so thank you to the Outer Haven for their off-screen gameplay. Feel free to check out the Outer Haven. They've got way more subscribers than we do.
Yeah, almost certainly. But yeah, I always play as Q because I think Q is
Okay.
very,
Yep.
very
Yep.
cute. Um, yeah, it is 100% a Windjammers game. They were saying even that they sort of have like the Windjammers people, like people in
Mm,
that scene come to them because it's trying to
there you
find
go.
what's the next big
Yeah.
thing or
You
whatever.
slaughtered me on this.
Oh yeah,
Absolutely
man.
slaughtered me.
It's going back to this and just waiting there and playing with random strangers at this was so satisfying because like I'm undefeated at this game as it is right now.
It's funny because
Uh,
we saw this essentially on the last day of PAX East that
yeah,
we were all kind of hanging out together.
yeah,
We're like, oh shit, this is a fantastic PAX East show floor game. Like it really
yeah.
shows well on a show floor.
Uh,
'Cause the idea is just so simple. Yeah.
yeah, at one point, me and the guy I was playing against on one of the games that I played, ended up getting in this like quick back and forth toss. Like we were at the middle line and we were just throwing
Uh-huh.
it back and forth, like catch toss, catch toss, catch toss. Like it was
Nice.
like it was just the clock was running out, and it just like you're just waiting for the first person to like fuck up, and it wasn't me. So
And there are special moves which are really cool. You can
special
utilize the
moves, and
special
just
moves. I
like in
remember that part.
Windjammers,
Yeah.
yeah, just like in
Like
Windjammers,
5 points,
everyone's sort
just
of
like that. Yeah.
yeah, and it's like it has the net specials
Mm-hmm.
and stuff. Like, the red one is worth 5 points and the yellow is worth three, just like
Just
Windjammers. It's
the location. Yeah. Yeah.
yeah,
Nice.
and the courses are cool because Windjammers is mostly like aesthetic and speed. Like
Yeah.
the surface changes your speed or what. Some of these courses are like tiny. They like bring you closer together, which makes playing the game way
So
harder.
hectic.
The smaller the course, the more hectic it gets and the more
I really
stressful it
like
is.
I really like the animation that they've put into with
Yeah.
everything sort of shaking and the whole screen
Yeah.
shakes and
I told them
yeah, great
there,
job. Cool
I told
game.
these guys when I was there, and I'm gonna repeat it here. This is a better Windjammers 2 than Windjammers 2.
Oh wow. Nice.
Um, I like Windjammers 2, but A,
You sure do,
it's
yeah.
it's a dead game. And B, I feel like this one just came
Hmm.
together better. I like the characters. I like the idea of sort of like making it their own Overwatch thing, because that's one of the
Sure.
things about Overwatch that I do like. I don't like the game so much, but I like the mascots that they've created for it. And I
Mhm.
think they've done a good character designs for this. And
Awesome.
the animation's fluid. You can tell that it's coming together for them. And
Nice.
I'm going to
Nice.
hit my camera for a second, but I'm
Yep.
going to keep talking because I need to uh, do something. But let's see.
Yeah. So that was shot one, and you have
Shot one.
one
One
last
more.
game, and I'm gonna share that right now.
Yeah, baby. This one
All
was the
right.
one I was absolutely the most excited about the entire game. The new Rugrats game, baby.
A new
Uh,
old Rugrats game. Yeah, man. We posted about this just a couple days ago after it was announced at the Mix.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, they announced it at the Mix, which is always like an indie showcase around
Yeah,
PAX
man.
time and stuff. So this the the Carbon engine, which is what this is running off of,
Mhm. Wow.
is limited runs. It's like they designed this in-house, limited run,
Uh-huh.
and it's designed specifically for this purpose of making it incredibly easy to bring old console games to a modern audience.
This is the
Um,
cool thing, which I freaking love. You click
yeah.
on the HD mode, man.
So uh so this isn't a pre-existing game. Like that's the
Mm.
cool thing about this. There was no Rugrats NES game, but it is built to. Do you want to know how much of an NES game this is? They were running this. The version I played was on an NES. It was an
Yeah.
NES cart running on an NES. They didn't have this version with the HD graphics or anything running. It was strictly an NES game running on NES
So
hardware.
all the consoles will get an HD version except for the version that's on the NES, which will not have that HD version. But
Yes,
you're also buying it specifically as an NES game.
yes, and
Man,
they
cool.
so it's cool. So it's only
Tell me about it. Tell me about the
so
game.
so first of all, the like I was saying, the Carbon engine is doing a lot of heavy lifting here. They've only gotten a couple of games on it. You have the Shantae Game Boy Color game,
Mm-hmm.
and River City Girls Zero, which is a modern remake of an
Okay.
old SNES Technos game where the River City Girls come from, that never came out in
Mm-hmm.
America. So basically, what this engine does is let you basically create a retro game and have it be playable on modern
So cool.
hardware and feel right, while also being able to add on top of it. Like if you
Nice.
want to put it on the PlayStation 5 like this, you can put stuff on it. But this plays, it's a combination of the old Capcom Disney games
Love it.
and Mario Brothers
Love it.
2.
Okay.
A lot of so all of the characters have their sort of Mario Brothers 2 counterpart. Tommy is Mario,
Mm-hmm.
Chucky is Luigi, Phil is Toad, and Lil is Peach. Um, so like, and they have the same thing. Like if you're Chucky, you do the little flutter jump. If you're Peach,
Mm-hmm.
hover jump. Toad is more is stronger, so Phil is a little stronger, and Tommy's just well balanced and looks like Bonk.
What's great is that this is the old like Capcom box design too, which is you could tell. Yeah.
Everything about it feels perfectly NES.
Hmm.
It feels like you're playing a legit, well-made
Everyone's her babies
NES.
are back in action.
Yeah, yeah. So it is. All of the. It feels like a late era NES game, like end of the
Yes.
life
Yeah.
cycle NES game. All of the weight feels exactly right. The platforming feels 100% like they made this game in the 80s, knowing full well how to make an NES game. You can swap the babies on the fly.
Oh, sweet. Okay. That
So
actually that's helpful. Yeah.
so like if you're trapped somewhere and you could just use I just need Chucky's flutter jump for like this section. You can do it. You can just swap to him and you can do his flutter jump. And, it's a lot of picking things up and throwing it and digging and creating ladders. And like the Super Mario Brothers 2 thing where you had to pick up those mushroom blocks and like stack them so you could get to the next level. What those ABC blocks are doing.
Oh, okay.
Coins and stuff. It's just like, it feels,
Brother,
it doesn't
look at
feel.
his little butt diaper wiggle as he's walking. It's so funny. And great
So
animation. Such good animation.
Now he was saying that it's like so many people compare us to Bonk, and I think that's only because Tommy looks like that.
Sure.
Because it doesn't really play like a Bonk game. But aesthetically, Tommy definitely does look like Bonk.
So Rugrat, baby.
There's absolutely you cannot tell that this wasn't an NES game from the 80s. Like everything feels tight and perfect for the era.
They're gonna Bernstein Bears this thing at some point. They're gonna be like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
The Mandela effect, right?
Yeah, people are going to think that this is a re-release of an old Rugrats game from the early 90s or something.
Because they use the old logo down to a T, man. So good.
Yeah. That's one thing I give Limited Run its most credit for. When they do parodies of these things, they nail it every time.
Yeah.
I got River City Girls Zero in a VHS format at the show this year. And it's very cool.
You would. Yeah, you would.
And it's very cool because it looks exactly like an ADV anime dub from that era. It's like the Star Wars.
Sure.
They put like The Force Unleashed and Knights of the Old Republic on VHS, and they look like the old special edition cartridge things. Yeah, they do a great job. The Ninja Turtles on VHS that they put out looks exactly like an old
sweet
Random House Video. Yeah, it's so good. They're so good at it. They're so
awesome.
Yeah. I can't wait to see more from the Carbon engine and what it's doing. I'm fascinated by the work that they're putting.
I want them to do a lot of these older properties. A lot of properties from our childhood this way.
Yeah.
Sure. My childhood. A lot of you weren't even born.
Yeah, and they are always, especially with the Carbon engine, if there's like an old game that you want to see sort of modernized for modern consoles, they listen very intently. One person said, I was standing there when I was getting ready, and it's like, okay, how about this one? How about Crystallis? And the guy was like,
whoa.
He was like, oh, really? Like, no, like nobody's nobody's reminiscing about Crystallis right now. I don't know, like
I mean, I love it, but
yeah,
still,
but yeah. So there's, I expect to see a lot of
sweet
stuff. I did get some various scoops on various things that I'll talk about later. But
nice.
other than that, yeah, those are my 5 games of the show.
Awesome, congrats.